Did it. So here we go. Welcome, everyone. Hi, Ian. I am Sarai Schneider, and this over here, I get to point at you in the corner, is Miss Jasmine Soleil.
Hello.
And we are wanting to chat with you today, say hello, and talk to you about our upcoming class series, our online class series called The Cauldron of Creation, Nurturing Our True Nature. This is an online course that's starting on Thursday, and which is also the new moon and a solar eclipse. And we just wanted to give everyone an opportunity to get to know us a little bit, to ask some questions if you have about what we're doing, and to just kind of share from our hearts about why we're doing this, why it feels important at this time to offer a class series about coming home to our true nature, about being more present with our authentic selves. And so, just to give you a little background, I am Sarai Schneider, and I am a shamanic healing practitioner and also an ancestral diviner. And my teacher is Malidoma Somé, and he is from the Dagara tribe of Burkina Faso. And in their cosmology, uh, we're moving into a nature year. And so part of what stirred something up with Jasmine and I is there's so much going on right now in the world, uh, so much so much intense energy. There's feels like maybe even a little bit of a sense of chaos for those of us who are a little more sensitive, and it can be really distracting, and it can take us out of ourselves and out of the work that we feel like we're here to do. And so we wanted to create a space to come home to ourselves, to nurture our true natures. And nature in the Dagara is it's about change and transformation and growth, all of those good things. And it's about authenticity. It's about removing those masks that we can sometimes put on. They're comfortable, they're a little safe to hide behind. And really, it's a time in the world now to be seen in all of who we are, to be seen for our true selves. And so the other beautiful thing about nature is that along with all this intense change and transformation is that it's also the realm of magic and playfulness and being silly and like really kind of taking time to dance amidst the madness, if you will. If there's chaos, we might as well dance and sing and play and have a good time, right? And so we wanted to really create a playful cauldron, a container for growth to happen, to create a safe space where we can come together and share deeply, but also tap into our joy and our creativity and our lightness of being. We all have that. We all want that as part of our growth process. It doesn't always have to be this level of intensity that sometimes I think we feel needs to happen in order to feel like we're doing something, right? And so, yeah, we wanted to create this series to instigate a playful time of growth, I think is a good way to put it. Jasmine, what do you think? I'm going to pass it on to you.
Hey, Sarai. Thanks
Hello.
for the show. And I always love hearing about, your wisdom traditions and the things that you have to offer and connection, with the ancestors and with, the, uh, amazing wisdom that we have available to us that's around us
Mm.
and can support us in creating more purpose in our lives. And that's one of the reasons I wanted to do this class with you, is because you have that bridge and that connection
Mm.
to that lineage, And I feel like that's so important right now, is to call upon our lineage, our ancestors, and each other to really bring forward our greater vision. And we're in such a great time of transformation, as you said. And it doesn't have to be painful. It can be playful, it can be magical. And that's one of my favorite things to talk about is magic. Um, Learning and touching into like how can we find that magic in our lives again. And for me, I've always done that through ritual. And ritual has been like a huge healer in my life. And so that's kind of the work that I bring into the world, is to bring us back to that aspect of ritual. And what it does is it feeds our spirit. And
Mm.
right now on this earth, we're really hungering for that energy, for that spiritual energy. It's something that's kind of lacking in our modern day culture. And so what ritual can do for you, and what it has done for me, is it enlivens your life. It brings forward um, it makes you feel alive. Spirit is what makes us feel alive. And so when we're doing ritual, we're actually feeding our spirit. And when we're doing it together, we are creating that connection with each other,
Mm.
and we're amplifying our spirit together. And it's just something that will feed your life and feed your soul and nourish you so that you can carry forward your inspiration to others and into the world, and also create that greater vision that you have for yourself and for the world. And so essentially, you are serving in a bigger way. And so that's
Mm.
what this cauldron of creation is all about. And I'm really excited for us to come together in this way and see, how we're going to create together and offer up
Mm.
these rituals so that we can, serve and inspire each other through each month. And so we'll be uh, bringing forward these classes once every new moon for the next 3 new moons. And in the time of the new moon, it's a time to rebirth, it's a time to plant seeds, it's a time to create your intention for the month. And so, what these rituals will do is to help inspire that and help you go the distance. And hopefully, we'll remind each other, not hopefully, but we
Mm.
will remind each other to go the distance, to have the courage to create, to listen to our dreams, and also, you know, together, talk about what we're cultivating in
Mm.
our lives and in the world. So that's
Beautiful.
the Cauldron of Creation is about. And yeah, really excited to see what's going to show up for all of us.
Absolutely. And I wanted to say that part of Jasmine's medicine is this beautiful womb medicine, the sacred feminine medicine. And so she brings that really beautiful energy into all of her work. And her especially connected to the moon cycles. And so it's going to be a fun weaving together of different medicines. And when I think of the cauldron, I think of alchemy. And so it's an alchemy that's being created here together between us. The alchemy of medicines and the alchemy of all of you who will be joining us as well. We kind of create something new. We're adding our medicines, our joys, our sorrows, all the things that we're working through together into this cauldron. And we stir this cauldron and we create magic and we create medicine. And oh, we discover our gifts together and uncover more of ourselves together. Um, and so I'm excited as well to join you all in this exciting cauldron of creation. And I, wanted to see if anybody watching has a few questions for us. Feel free to pop that in the comments below if there are any questions about what we're offering or what's happening. And again, it starts this Thursday, and we'll be having our first call at 7 p.m. And when you register, you do get a link to a Zoom. I'm going to let you talk about that, Jazz, because that's
Yeah,
what
you,
happens when you get a link.
yeah.
Yeah.
Once you register, you'll receive the link to our Zoom classroom, and that's where we'll meet. And it'll be, a more closed container than the Facebook environment, which will allow us to go a little deeper together and
Hmm.
get to know one another.
Right. It'll be more of a safe container and a little bit of what's happening on the first call too is again we're kind of harnessing the energies of the solar eclipse. Hi, Holly. And we'll be welcoming in the ancestors to kind of get things going and to sort of when I welcome in the ancestors, it's an invocation and they bring through wisdom, but they also kind of create that uh, energy of protection. They help create the container and create a safe space and really hold it. And so, sort of inviting them in to hold that for all three calls, just to kind of set that tone and to really, they can go deep. And I know they have a lot to say about what's happening in the world right now and what our roles are in how we contribute to the change that's happening to this crazy but exciting time that we're in. Yeah, so that's and we're gonna do some talk about some rituals for nourishment and self-care and some altar work as well. And so yeah, we're excited. There's a lot of energy brewing, and we'll hope you'll join us.
Yes, indeed. And I'll
Yeah.
just add that. So, I mean, we'll be in this week, which is Valentine's week. And so that's why we're also focusing on that aspect of, self-love, self-nourishment. And that's how we begin filling up the cauldron so that we have that well to draw from and to create that medicine to draw from for the rest of the month. And so that'll be our primary focus. We'll be talking about ways in which we can do that and also igniting the fire in the cauldron. So
Mm.
what that entails is, speaking to your vision and igniting that vision and that fire, which again is our spirit and what keeps us alive. It's what keeps us going. So I hope you join us in igniting that fire together, and we look forward to seeing you. And if you have any other questions, I'm going to be posting a link below. You can contact Sarai or I, and you can also just register by clicking in the Facebook event link. So I'll be posting.
Lovely. And so registration, just so you know, is will be ending at, I believe, midnight on Wednesday, this Wednesday. So that's final registration for the first class if you're buying them individually. There'll be an opportunity to join the other classes, but we're also hoping to join us for all three. And so if you're going to do that, we're asking you to register by midnight on Wednesday for all three classes. And I think there'll be a little more information. We'll post the details on all of that. And we thank you all, those of you who popped in today, and for those who will be watching us later. Thank you so much for taking the time out today to see what's happening and see what we're offering. And sending you all big love. Bye.
Bye.